Alright, hello. Just a fair warning. I've been up since about 6:30 this morning, so I might be a bit out of it. That is not the normal time I wake up. Come on. Alright. OBS and Citra did not want to play for some reason. Alright, we got Pokefan in the chat. We've hit 5 gyms somehow. And we are very close to another one. Probably my least favorite gym in this region. And we gotta do this everywhere we go. What is this disgusting creature? No, we're not going to be having any of this. I may have 2 Blastoise Knights, but no. Not this garbage. Ooh, do you think Luigi can learn a battle combo? No, Luigi cannot. The battle combo moves are stupid anyway. Pokefan, I don't. Yeah, I suppose that was a good thing. What is the sound that Mantine makes? Firestone probably won't be important. If only we had gotten some mail. That was not randomized, apparently. Oh yes, Pokefan, I am well aware. I am well aware that his favorite starter is Squirtle. I just don't like the Squirtle line that much. It's probably like my least favorite out of the Kanto starter lines. Why are there fossils? Are cafes even worth it? No, the cafe isn't worth it. Should we go to the Pokeball Factory first or do the gym? Yeah, let's do the gym first. Are you kidding me? We just started. How is there already an issue with the controller? There was no issue with the controller up to this point, and suddenly there is. Oh, so you're basically just saying you like Pikachu and Eevee? Alright, let's do this. And we get a room with... Well, I like Eevee. I like Eevee. I don't love Eevee. Have I just hit, like, every single... Everybody loves Eevee. Right. We gotta make this challenging somehow. We just skipped every trainer in the gym. Which... I wasn't planning on doing. I was not planning on doing that at all. But it's just how things played out. Oh my goodness. We got another Landorus Eye. Alright, my speed will be lowered. Oh, my speed was not lowered. What is this insane luck? She got turned into a ground leader, apparently. The fairies got turned into dirt. That's a nice badge. The new badges all kind of are poopy. Oh, Trick Room. Yeah. Oh. Let's be honest, Trick Room is something that actually forces you to think about what's going on. Out of my way, old man. Can you... Yeah, that was easy. Somehow the fairies all got turned into ground types. And I just so happened to set up Rain Dance with a water type. But can you agree with me there that the new badges are all kind of poopy? Like, Sword and Shield almost had something interesting going on with their one connected badge, but Scarlet and Violet's very generic looking badges are just boring. You think we're going to get a guaranteed Master Ball here? Just give you the badge and let you be champion? Well, too bad. Because in Paldea, you don't get to be the champion. No, someone that stinks at actually playing / using Pokemon will get to be the champion for all eternity. I don't watch the anime, but honestly, if they do anything, please actually make her a villain. Oh, Caesarite. We don't need these Megastones. These Megastones are worthless. Technically, everyone becomes champion in that region. Well, when everyone's champion, no one can be. Oh, we just got some mulch. Would have been so much better if we had gotten some mail. Like, really think about it. When everyone is champion, nobody is champion. Alright, this area has no business having this cool of a theme song. Oh, how original. Team Flare Grunt with a Swampert. We see tons of these guys. Swampert kind of needs a better typing. You just gave me a... Imagine... Cherumakita and Tribute. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting direction to take the anime at the very least. But... yeah... You should probably stop hyping up a actually good idea that we know is not going to happen. You were going to use Iron Head on a water type. This is not Ash's Latias. Swampert had an amazing typing. Yeah, that certainly is fair. I know it has a good typing with coverage, but still just the quad grass weakness isn't doing it any favors. And if you hit it with freeze dry, that's also a quad weakness it has right there. It's the one of the worst regional birds. Right up there with Pidove. Oh. Oh, you know what that means. This is just so incredibly stupid to look at. But I don't hate the V on its head. Yes, sure. Spiro doesn't. Pidgeot was the favored bird out of those two. Okay, legitimately, this place does not deserve a theme song this good. Yeah, they're not, doesn't mean they're good. It does not mean they're good. Just make that as insane as possible. We have 2 shock drives. Because why not? We got a lot of mail. We gotta figure out something to do with that mail. But yeah, just because something got a mega doesn't mean it's good. I mean, just look at Mega Slowbro, I guess. It doesn't really have... Is it Mega actually that good? It looks funny at the very least, but I've never actually figured out whether or not it's good. It's just a TV. It's just a TV show. Don't worry about some fake bird. Okay, yeah. I've never personally really used it, so I don't know how busted it is. I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it that it is, in fact, a tank. Oh, we got an admin fight with some of the worst team admins ever to be created. To be fair, Mega Slowbro just looks like a tank, so I'm not surprised. Alright, we got the pistol shrimp. I'm just too bulky for you. Plus, even if you did do a significant amount of damage, I just have Torterra milk. What the? This battle got randomized into basically two... What? What just happened here? This Team Flare admin has 2 claunchers? What? Oh great, now we're in a forced mega battle. Shell armor. Okay, critical hits plus defense boosts would be insane. Our rival has the worst Rotom form. This rando really just liked giving everything Charge Beam and the most random move it could think of. What is happening here? This is probably one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Well, that was worthless. Oh, Patterson Pax is in chat. Good thing he wasn't here when I called a war turtle trash. Did I just say that out loud? Yeah, Regenerator, that's actually really good. Okay, my rival is worthless here. But I didn't say it while you were here, so... Oh, you got... Well, you're at work. That's way more important. Still, thank you for popping in. Alright, do we take this... Let's take that Master Ball and see... Oh, they didn't randomize it. They didn't randomize this guy's... Well, that's weird that they didn't change what items he gives. You didn't... There was absolutely zero War Turtle slander going on at any point. I have never said anything defamatory about the Squirtle line, nor have I ever... I never have, and I never will. I just don't care for it that much, and I don't think it's good. Nah, I'm just messing. Oh hey, it's the evil news lady. It's the evil news lady Elite 4 member. Well, we just finished up that Team Flare encounter and the gym surprisingly easily. Like a little too easily. Slowbro can Calm Mind, yes, and Shell Armor, no crits means that those stat boosts are lasting. Mega Slowbro is literally just a tank. Horde encounter, very first. This is an interesting lineup. I don't want any of these guys. You're not supposed to be able to trigger horde encounters in the rain, and I have gotten ridiculously lucky to have just gotten 2 random horde encounters back to back. Okay, weirdo. He's got a tree. No, I can't agree with you on that one. Tauros is Tauros. Boyfulant is Boyfulant. We cannot all agree. Now, should Tauros... Forget Rain Dance. Toro should get something at the very least, but not Boyfillant. Okay, yes, Love Disc, Alomomola, that should have happened. There was literally no excuse for the Love Disc and Alomomola. Like, everything points to them being connected. We just let it evolve. We don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, there's no argument with the Love Disc Alomomola. Disgusting. Get this thing out of here. It's hideous. Nope, nope. We want the Eviolite and the not being crippled every turn. But yeah, that attack boost would be pretty decent. We'd just be stuck with Truant, which stinks. We can breed a Munchlax if we ever find a Snorlax. What is it with these ace trainers? Just rangers hiding in thinks he's such a serious ranger with that Gibble, doesn't he? Luigi can handle this. It was just a super effective stab critical a hit. Look at this disgusting pest. Patrat is like one of the... I feel like I've mentioned this already, but Patrat is like the least remembered, at least in terms of use or talking about it. Oh, look at the... This thing is also so disgusting. Get it out of here. Well, this one isn't, but what it turns into, that's unforgivable. Well, you know what? I don't blame Ash. Gibble is just too cute. And you want to take that all away. This guy must have caught Not Ash's Latios. Time for a little bit of payback for you, Pokefan. I'm sure this will make you happy. Not Ash's the Latios. We'll take out this Latios. Oh, come on. So I've got a question. Do you have any issues with Latios and Latios basically having the same Mega form? Because honestly, I really don't. I don't mind at all that they share the same form. How is Balboa already level 50? This is insanity. And how has we've gotten another horde? It's a slacking. It's a bit lazy, but it's a slacking. Like literally, what? What? What do you think the odds of finding a shiny in one of these horde encounters is? I mean, obviously it's the 1 in, or the 5 in 4,092. You were talking about my question? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a tad bit lazy. But I don't hate the fact that they share the same one. Now, could they have been original? Certainly. Oh, we just fished up a Crobat. You know those Crobats. Is it just me, or did Crobat get like a significantly better shiny than the rest of the Zubat line? But they did. Are you serious? They have not given him a single ice types all the way since Generation 3? Because that sounds ridiculous. Like, do they have a vendetta against ice types? At least it could Mega Evolve. And we can't break this wall because Rock Smash. That is certainly rough. No ice types for that long. Seems a little drastic. It's a snake. It's just a snake. It's a very intimidating snake, I'll give it that. This is so randomly out of the way that there's like literally no reason for this area to exist. So we got a bunch of fire types, a couple poison types, and Lunatone. You know what? Go for it. If Game Freak won't make, or the Pokemon Company won't make the interesting stuff happen, guess you gotta make it happen yourself. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to have Steam Eruption. Did they just randomly assign, like, mythical moves to everything just to make it more interesting? Because that's what it seems like here. Berta can learn Earthquake? That feels like a joke. There's no way he's evil. It can now. Alright. That sounds like pure insanity. To give the Icicle Bear Earthquake. What's the bouncy cactus doing here? There's got to be something down this way. I just remembered, we need to learn Waterfall at some point, don't we? We got a second Safari Ball? That'll certainly make catching something mildly more interesting. To give it an unusable Pokeball, at least back in this time period. It's the most powerful competitive Pokemon to ever exist. I don't think I can do this. I just need to know, was the Kalos level curve always this bad? The fact we got Galarian Wheezing and not Arbok, you know what's even more ridiculous? We got Galarian Meowth, but not Galarian Rattata. I know it would have been redundant to make to do a second form for Rattata like that so soon, but it was also the same for Meowth. And seriously think about it. Base it off of the rats and fleas. Or just make a new rat Pokemon. Based off of the rats and fleas that carried the Black Death. It would have been such a good thing to base it off of. Not a good event, but, you know, obviously a good historical event to base it off of. Like, seriously think about it. Make a flea Pokemon and make Galarian Rattata that is affected by the fleas. Isn't that a bit too much? Well, yes, but also, isn't the number of Meowth forms we currently have a bit much? Like, honestly, think about it. The number of Meowth forms we have is a bit much. Hello, welcome to the stream. There's multiple cat breeds. So there's also like a bajillion types of rats too, aren't there? There's more than 2 types of rats. Alright, this area is completely optional. We'll just fight this guy with his Mesprit and get out of here. At least Meowth isn't referring to something awful. Do you realize the origin of Alolan Rattata is something awful? And it wouldn't be the first time a Pokemon referenced some historical event that was not good. But yeah, it's just like that. Are you aware that or Alolan Rattata is basically referring to some bad historical event to begin with? That was an interesting play. At least invasive species is a suitable topic. I don't see how the Black Plague is off limits. Literally look at Spritzy and Aromatisse. We already have Pokemon that are influenced by the Black Plague / Black Death. So it's not like it would be a first-time occurrence. You think they realize that? How is it a mistake, though? How is that a mistake to reference that event in history? I don't understand how that is culturally offensive. It was a historic event that affected many areas. And it's not exclusively part of one culture. What? I don't think that anyone is too worried about referencing the Black Plague at this point. It's definitely just how you feel about this issue. It seems people were making jokes about the Black Plague like 10 years ago. And not just like rinky-dink things. It wasn't even like just referencing it. People were making jokes about it. And I don't see how talking about the Black Plague or basing stuff off of it would be controversial. What is... Why on earth would anything hold a Jaboka berry? It is absolutely fine to be weird. And if it seemed like I was mad at you, please don't feel that way. I was not mad at you. I was just trying to get my point across because I legitimately did not fully I don't think I'll ever fully understand your thought process behind this. Yeah, Ditto's fine. Okay, we're finally actually struggling because I haven't healed in, like, forever. But remember, we have a Luigi in the back of the party. No, you're not learning Giga Drain. I have never used Tangrowth. Not once. I'm sure with some good items, it is absolutely insane. It's just a Jolteon. How bad could it be? Oh, it's got double team. This thing could literally have any move. Doesn't matter though. Yeah, I'm sure that takes care of most of the problems there. And that is the last fishing rod we need. Another Heracronite? Oh, it gets Regenerator? Of course it gets Regenerator. All these things get Regenerator, and they're already bulky. Okay. We fished up a bee. Ooh, it's Looky Looky. We're not going to catch it, but it's Looky Looky. I kind of like Looky Looky. Well, that is quite an extreme reaction. It's just a Looky Looky. Somebody got issues with Looky Looky? Okay, now that's just mean. More like ugly, ugly. Yeah, right. Looky Looky is good. Maybe fat, maybe extremely and somewhat uncomfortably. This is like heresy. Lickitung is fun. The Lickitung line is fun. But to be fair, I do like licking things, so I probably have some bias there. You ever get some popcorn? That's really fun. Just lick up the popcorn, get it stuck to your tongue. Probably just lost everyone anywhere that is sane after that statement I just made. But I will stand by it. That is a very fun thing to do. Yeah, we'll take a dozen more Moo Moo Milks. Alright, yada yada. You never played Let's Go and just seen it lick. Which Detective Pikachu? Are you talking about like the live action movie? I thought that was fun. And nothing you can say will change my mind. Yes, it's disgusting, but that was the point. That is quite literally the point. Yeah, the That was quite literally the point. It's supposed to be disgusting. Okay, they're... Wait, another relic statue? Could have been some mail. Licky and Lickitung are supposed to be gross. I will stand by this. Lickitung is good. And no one will convince me otherwise. As if we needed more experience gain. That is not facade. Okay, that is a noble cause. This mountain is completely... This mountain's completely optional, isn't it? Okay, still, Lickitung is good. Wobbuffet is better, but Lickitung is good. Fine, we agree to disagree about Lickitung. At least with this subject, we can agree to disagree on it. Oh yeah, they force you to go to the Frost Cavern because the Mammoth Swine or whatever. I completely forgot about this plot point. Go deal with the Team Flare grunts antagonizing the Obama Snow. Fun fact, if you come here on your birthday, it'll be sparkles instead of snow. Oh my goodness, is that the only one of those that requires you to go diagonal? Alright, finally, we have stuff that's becoming evenly matched. They make half of, if not all, disgusting Pokemon. What? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding what you just said. They make half of, if not all, disgusting. What is this paralysis like? And why does it have thunder? A list that ranks how gross a No, they don't make the list. There are way worse ones. None come to the top of my mind, but I'm sure there are many, many others. Ew, disgusting. Get out of here. They really like giving us these relic items, don't they? That have absolutely no purpose. Okay, what's the fat tongue monster? What's worse than fat tongue monster? Many, many others. Literal... Okay, how about literal pile of sludge? Literal pile of toxic sludge. Literal bag of garbage. Jinx. There are worse things than Lickitung. It's fun to know that we're never going to get Jinx in anything that is not a remake at this point. Honestly, I don't take many personal issues with Jinx itself. It was a completely different time. It's still just so weird to think about that fact that we will never get Jinx in anything that is not a remake at this point. What? Wait, that Wurmple could actually take a dragon? What is happening? Why are you so weird looking? Because that was like a character design commonly used in Japan back then? Back in that time period? Like, it's a very common character design for back in the 80s. A hiker that can't feel his toes. Sounds like a... And he has Zapdos. Seriously, Jinx went to the HR department and got denied because before she could even walk in, they went out for lunch. Sad, but true. I'm just gonna tell you, Jinx has been robbed for the rest of her life. You know what we need? A regional form of Jinx. That'd be good. Except they couldn't change the design all that much, otherwise it wouldn't resemble Jinx. Look at the cute little baby otter. still slightly confused as to why this is even a segment of the game. Guess they just had to use up every asset they made. Yeah, they could. Didn't even know Galarian Meowth was a Meowth until you looked closely. When you actually look at Galarian Meowth, it looks a lot like Meowth, though. Like, they didn't change the base design too much. It's still Meowth with the Meowth body shape. They just added some horns, gave it a beard, and gave it... from the back, it looked surprisingly weird. Oh, speaking of Looky Looky, I'm so sorry. I must do this to you. Forgive me. Alright, not like I was using that move again. What? It had Life Orb? Don't revel in what you just had to witness. I apologize to all the Lookies out of the world for what just happened. No, I don't see what you mean at all. What do you mean? That animation. What was wrong with the animation? Hello, welcome in. We're just helping save an Abomasnow because a Mamoswine got really sad for some reason. That was also not randomized. Okay, then. Alright, so it licks you. It's in the name. Next thing you're gonna say is Smoochum shouldn't kiss anyone. Do we not have any escape ropes? Of course we don't. Get out of here. You're from this region. What are you doing in the ice cave? So what if it licks it? It's got lick in its name. It's not a bad design. Like there are like very few Pokemon you will get me to say that I legitimately just think are ugly and I hate. Like, honestly, I can't think of any that I actually hate off of the top of my head. And to have like 1,000 of these things that I don't hate, that is very impressive. Oh, now we come to the vehicle section. I'm just not disgusted by it. There's nothing wrong with hating it. Like, there's 1,000 Pokemon. It would be an extreme stretch to not hate any of them. But out of the 1,000 out of the ones I can remember, I can't think of any that I hate. There's a few that make me mildly uncomfortable and I don't care for. But none that I really hate. And a lot of the ones that have become too bad that there's hail. And it knows a recoil move. It's dead. Didn't even give that much experience. If we had something that could set up different weather, we might be able to get it. Sorry to disappoint you, but we did not get Keldeo. We could have taken a Slugma. Okay, there's the Swords of Justice trio, and then there's Keldeo, the fourth member. Keldeo is the fourth member in that it's just sort of there, and you can't really get it sometimes because, you know, it's a mythical. It's a mythical. That's what makes it not as, you know. Also, it's just a game. There's no need to get that angry about it. No, I'm just trying to say what their reasoning is. At least from what I can rationalize. Enamorus isn't one of the main forces of nature because it's new. It's not one of the ones that people know. Keldeo doesn't fit that argument because Keldeo's been around since Gen 5. Alright, this is our chance. Waterhorse did not have a good time. People ignoring... Yeah, that can get annoying. Why on earth... is there a Dark-type version of stored power? And why does Lugia learn it? Like, why doesn't Lugia learn stored power? I can see the... I can understand why I can learn punishment. It's gotta punish Ho-Oh for burning its tower down. No, wait. Yeah, that... I got the lore correct, right? Ooh, we could be really evil and use some bright powder. That's actually inaccurate? Alright, thank you. Please explain to me the actual lore. Okay. Alright. Seems fair. How did Ho-Oh get blamed with burning the tower down then? How did that happen? Because that doesn't make any sense. If that is actually the case. Pair that with some lucky eggs, and we're making way too much experience at once. Psych up. Conversion 2. So why did people start blaming Ho-Oh for burning it down then? Is it just because it's like, oh, Firebird, so it must have burned the tower? Because that's like some very flimsy logic there. Oh, this is the hidden power guy. I don't think you're going to be telling me what learns Lava Plume and not. Because people are dumb and don't listen to lore. Yeah, that tracks. It's just a tiny mushroom over here, apparently. I remember this looking like 20 billion times better on an actual 3DS screen. Maybe because it actually does look a billion times better. Someone threw some prescription drugs into... Okay. Please have something that'll make this interesting. Alright, you got monkey. You got broccoli top monkey. That didn't take... Are you serious? Wow, Future Sight stinks. And speaking of the Swords of Justice, oh yeah, we gotta deal with Clinklang still. Clinklang's not hard. There's always a common misconception about you being the Light King. Oh, yeah, I think Ultra Beasts are legendary. They're just not legendary from, like, the typical standpoint. In that you can catch multiple of them, and they're not as strong as the typical legendary. But yeah, they're definitely legendary Pokemon by the official terms. Oh, yeah, they are legendaries. And they are also sort of Ultra Beasts, but not, but they are. Oh, Light Trio. I didn't catch Trio in there. They're just hinted at possibly being Ultra Beasts. Alright, bring it, Lava Plume. The games just mildly hint at them being possibly Ultra Beasts. Now, Necrozma might as well be one based off of the lore, since it's from Ultra Megalopolis. Like, it literally meets the most major criteria to be an Ultra Beast. Even though the Pokemon Company itself doesn't call it an Ultra Beast, it basically is one. That's like saying Eternatus and Deoxys are because space. No. Not because space. Because alternate reality. What reality is Necrozma from? That is the real question here. It's not just from space. In the Ultra games, it is from Ultra Megalopolis. Darmaka, yeah, you're going down. But it's not really it coming from space that makes it an Ultra Beast. It's from an alternate reality as far as we know. Oh, it's the fighting one. And it knows Ironhead. You don't know anymore, you give up? And just remember, we're trying to rationalize the titles that fake animals receive because a major company that owns the highest grossing media franchise doesn't know how to be fully consistent. I should have checked the setting in the randomizer that adds extra Pokemon to gym leaders. Yeah, we're getting really close to finishing, actually. I mean, there's still the whole long Team Flare thing to go through. But they literally put 2 Team Flare members right there just to remind you where the cafe that they're at is. You're making stream a bummer, you know? Well, to be fair, I'm the one that brought the topic of something like the Black Plague up. But that was more of an educational purpose. Also, getting really close to finishing is not a bummer. We've got less than 10 days to finish this. And with my erratic stream schedule, and who knows how long streams will usually go for. Oh wait, yeah, they literally just said I'm getting way ahead of myself. I think we're going to head over to the Team Flare Cafe and then call it a day. You meant... you at least made it more interesting. It would have been more interesting than sitting here doing nothing. Alright, I think that's going to call it for today. made quite a bit of progress there. Alright. And I will have to do this again another time because I really need to finish this game before I move on to anything else. Thank you and good night.